1 month after taking office, President Lai Ching-te's approval rating stands at 56.8%. That's according to a poll conducted last weekend by the Taiwan Brain Trust. His premier Cho Jung-tai is also riding high with a rating above 50%. But scholars warned that Lai has big challenges to tackle, including the crisis currently unfolding the Legislative Yuan.
President Lai Ching-te has completed 1 month in office with his approval rating at 56.8%, according to a Taiwan Brain Trust poll. Premier Cho Jung-tai's rating also stands above 50%, despite ongoing strife in the legislature.
Given such a high approval rating, the president has considerable political leverage. He can use his constitutional leverage, his constitutional power, to proactively seek ways to deal with the Legislative Yuan, where there's a crisis centred on power expansion and constitutional issues. Of course, there will be a tough battle ahead. People have certain hopes. There are high expectations. I think that this should serve as motivation for the cabinet.
In contrast to the Lai administration's ratings, public perception of the legislature is less favourable. Overall satisfaction with Taiwan's legislators is below 30%, while dissatisfaction is close to 60%. When asked what they wanted the legislature to do, more than 80% of respondents said they wanted to see political reconciliation.
But overall, there's a slightly higher percentage of people who are suspicious about the legislature expanding its power. Opposing the legislature's attempt to expand its power doesn't necessarily mean opposing legislative reform. Reforms of the executive and judicial branches, as well as the other reforms, should continue. But what is clear is that the people do not want the legislature to be in a constant state of strife.
The poll also asked respondents about Legislative Speaker Han Kuo-yu. His satisfaction rate was 44%, while his dissatisfaction rate was 49%.
Nobody is happy seeing what's happening in the legislature. The people who created this situation, for example Fu Kun-chi of the KMT caucus and Huang Guochang of the TPP caucus, need to stop and engage in some reflection. To make a comparison, Han Kuo-yu's 44% approval rating is far above the ratings of the TPP caucus and the KMT caucus.
The scholar called out the conveners of the KMT and TPP caucuses, saying that their bills have sparked a public backlash. Even with the legislative session just beginning, public satisfaction with lawmakers is already on the decline. The scholar urged the opposition to take heed of public sentiment.